This video will explain how conditions work in the ReConvert Flow Builder. I will be demonstrating on the thank you page, but this explanation applies to all of the different pages in the Flow Builder. First, what are conditions? Conditions are a specific set of rules that you can set up. These rules allow you to segment the different offers that you show your customers. When your customer reaches any one of these pages, ReConvert will go through the different conditions that you've set up for that specific page. Whichever first set of rules is met is the condition that we will show to the customer. The best way to show it is through a demonstration. We have the default condition, which is automatically created in each page. This condition doesn't have any rules. This condition is there to catch all of your customers when they don't fit any of the other conditions. This is basically your fallback, so that if neither of the conditions you've set has been met, the customer would still see some widgets and not see a completely blank page. So let's set our first condition. To do that, I can click Add Condition. You can see a placeholder here before my condition is created. I will go to my Actions panel to the right of the page and start defining my condition. First, let's give it a name. Let's say specific product gift card. So I want people to see the offers in this condition only if they bought a gift card. Now, we have the condition itself. Right now, we only have specific products, but as you'll see in this video, we might already have new ones. We will continuously add new condition definitions that you can use to segment your customers and their offers. I can select the product condition. Do I want this to be at least one product in the cart or every product in the cart? If I choose at least one product, that means that if my cart has 3 items and only one of them is the gift card, then this condition is met. If I select every product in the cart, it means that if I have 3 products in the cart, all 3 of them must be the gift card for this to be met. I'm going to select at least one product in the cart. And I can select if I want to include or exclude products. I'm going to choose to include is from the list, and then I need to find my gift card product. Here it is. I'm going to select this and click Done, and then I can click Save. Now that it is saved, I can see my condition created here. I can also see its definition in the right panel, and I can either delete it or edit it if I want to. If you don't want a condition to show up anymore, you don't have to delete it. You can turn it off, and customers will not see anything under this condition. You can turn it back on whenever you want. Now, you can see here that I have one slot that is already pre-created. I have the same one slot in the default condition and in the specific product gift card condition. If I create a widget here, let's say that if people bought the gift card, I want them to see a specific product. And if you're not sure what I'm doing here, we have help videos all throughout the editor that you can check out. So if they bought a gift card, I want them to see specifically the wax. I'm going to save this. But in my default condition, if they bought anything other than the gift card, I just want them to see a generic recommendations, product upsell. So these are the differences. If they bought a gift card, they will see the wax as their upsell. If they didn't, they will see a generic automatic recommendations upsell. Since both of these widgets are placed in slot 1, they will show up on the same location on my page. This way, conditions allow you to keep the same location on the page, but show a different thing every time depending on what the customer did or didn't do. If I want to show something in a different location, I can create a new slot. And here I created slot 2. In slot 2, I just have a generic upsell. If I go to my default condition, you can see that here in slot 2, I have nothing. This means that if my condition is met, my customer will see 2 different upsells. One is the specific gift card upsell, and the other one is a generic upsell, and they will be placed in different locations on the page. But if it is not met, and I only have my default condition, my customers will only see this generic upsell in slot 1 location. Slot 2 is empty, so they will see nothing there. As I said, you can add an unlimited number of conditions here to play around with this. What happened if it was the other way around? If I added a widget here, and deleted the widgets that I had in slot 2 here. In this case, if my gift card condition is met, slot 1 will show whatever I added here, and slot 2 will show whatever I added here. Meaning, if you keep this slot empty, then we will continue looking for the next condition to figure out what to put in here. If nothing is put in here in any of the other conditions we see, then it's gonna stay empty. But if we find another condition that is met, or the default condition, where we do have something here, a widget, then we will show that widget. In the meantime, if you want to keep this slot empty for that specific condition, what I recommend you do is add a widget and keep it empty. This way, customers will see nothing in this slot. We are working on adding an option for you to show nothing in this slot without having to create an empty widget. I can create one more condition. This time, I'm going to choose every product. And this condition will only show if one of these 3 products are purchased. I can add a generic widget here in slot 1. The way we prioritize conditions is top to bottom, which is why the default condition is always at the bottom. What is going to happen is once a customer completes a purchase and gets to the thank you page, we will first check this condition. And if it is met, we will show this widget. For slot 2, since it's blank, we're going to check this condition. And if that is met as well, then we're going to show this. But if it's not met, we're going to continue to the next one, which is the default condition. And then we will show this slot. This allows you to really trickle down your offers and make sure none of the slots stay empty if you don't want them to. If you only want to change a specific slot for a specific condition, but keep all the other ones as default, you can do that with that mechanism. All the conditions are deletable except for the default condition. If you don't want to show anything in a default, you can just delete all of the widgets under these slots. One thing to note is if you delete a slot, it's going to delete it from all the conditions. So be very careful doing that. If I delete this slot, you can see here that the entire slot will be removed. If I go to my different conditions, you can see the slot has been removed. I can recreate it, but the widgets under it will have to be recreated manually. So to recap, through conditions, you can segment the different offers that your customers see in the different pages in your store. Through conditions, you can make sure that the same slot shows different widgets. That way, the position of the slot in your store pages is not changing, it stays the same, but the content of the slot changes according to the different widgets that you've added. Conditions are prioritized top to bottom, and conditions are different between different pages. So each condition and slot that you create is for the specific page that you are managing right now. Conditions work the same way on all pages, and they allow you to get very granular with the offers that you want. If you don't feel that you need this type of specific customization, you can just use the default condition and show the same offers to all of your customers. Conditions are a more advanced feature, so if you do want to use them but feel overwhelmed with the possibilities, feel free to reach out to our support via the help desk, live chat. They are always available and will be happy to help you figure things out and set it up for yourself. Good luck and happy upselling.